What do you think of when you imagine sharks? If you think of ruthless killers, then you probably agree with the third of Americans who avoid going to the beach because they are afraid of sharks. But why do so many Americans even fear sharks? For decades, the media has portrayed sharks as villainous. This has caused many Americans to fear sharks as all they've been told about sharks is how dangerous they are. But the truth is, sharks are some of the most misunderstood animals on Earth. In fact, they are crucial to ocean ecosystems. Without them, ocean ecosystems would begin to collapse. So if you learned something from this video, make sure to like and subscribe. So, how dangerous are sharks really? Despite what movies might suggest, shark attacks are incredibly rare. Out of the more than 100 million people who visit US beaches annually, only 25 were attacked by sharks in 2025. That means the odds of being attacked by a shark at a beach are roughly 1 in 4 million. Put that in perspective, you're more likely to be struck by lightning or killed by a champagne cork than bitten by a shark. In reality, sharks do not view humans as prey, because we evolved in separate environments. Humans evolved on land, sharks evolved in the ocean. When sharks do attack, it is often mistaken identity, occurring when visibility is poor or when a shark mistakes a surfer or swimmer for something else like a seal. And in many cases, sharks swim away only after a single bite. While any shark encounter could be deadly, they have very powerful jaws. They are not specifically targeting people for their meals. So what are sharks doing really? Well, firstly, every shark is a fish, and every modern shark except the bone-teeth shark, which occasionally feeds on seagrass, are either carnivores or plantivores. Sharks all belong to the class Condictres, along with rays and chimeras. You can tell a shark apart from other Condictres because the shark has gill slits on the side of its head and a usually torpedo-shaped body. Sharks are ancient. Sharks have existed for more than 450 million years, meaning they are older than trees and older than dinosaurs. They have survived 4 of the Earth's 5 mass extinctions, adapting again and again countless times. Some of these adaptations are very weird. In the modern day, there are over 500 species of shark, and they come in an incredible variety of shapes and sizes. On one end, this is a famous great white shark that can grow over 20 feet long and weigh over 4,000 pounds. On the other end is the tiny dwarf land shark, a species so small it can fit in the palm of your hand. Some sharks live thousands of feet below the ocean surface, and some even glow in the dark. Unlike most fish, a shark's skeleton is made entirely of cartilage, the same flexible material found in your nose and ears. Cartilage is much lighter and more flexible than bone, allowing sharks to swim efficiently while using less energy. This gives them more speed, flexibility, and endurance. Another adaptation sharks possess is a sense called electroreception. Sharks can detect tiny electrical signals produced by muscles and heartbeats of other animals. Specialized organs in the snout called alupe lorenzini allow them to locate prey buried beneath sand or hidden in complete darkness. In a sense, sharks can feel the life around them in ways humans can barely imagine. These adaptations make sharks extremely efficient hunters, and that efficiency is exactly why they are so important to ocean ecosystems. They often target weak, sick, or injured prey, helping remove unhealthy individuals from populations. This natural process strengthens prey species over time and helps slow the spread of disease. But sharks do something even more important. They influence animal behavior. The presence of sharks changes what animals feed, rest, and travel. Herbivores like sea turtles are less likely to remain in one place too long if predators are nearby. This constant movement prevents overgrazing of seagrass beds and other marine vegetation. Without sharks acting as a natural pressure, these ecosystems can become severely damaged from overconsumption. When shark populations decline, mid-level predator animals like rays and small predatory fish increase in population dramatically because there are fewer sharks to control their numbers. These predators consume large amounts of shellfish and other herbivores that normally help regulate algae growth. As the algae grows unchecked due to the decline in herbivore populations, coral reefs will be blocked from the sunlight they need to survive. This chain reaction is called a trophic cascade, and it will devastate ecosystems. Despite their importance, sharks are facing serious threats from human activity. Every year, an estimated 100 million sharks are killed, either for targeted fishing or accidental capture known as bycatch. One of the most destructive practices is shark finning, where sharks are caught, the fins are removed, and the animals are thrown back into the ocean, often still alive. Unable to swim, the animals quickly die. Shark fins are primarily used in shark fin soup, a luxury dish sold in some parts of the world. Because sharks reproduce slowly, they are especially vulnerable to overfishing. Many species take decades to reach maturity, and most only produce a small number of offspring every few years. Unlike faster reproducing fish populations, sharks cannot quickly recover after large losses. Since the 1970s, global shark populations have declined by more than 70%. Large ocean predators like hammerheads, great whites, and the oceanic white tip have been hit especially hard, with some species declining by over 90%. The biggest contributors to the decline in shark populations are Indonesia, Spain, India, Mexico, and the United States. Indonesia, Spain, and India alone account for roughly 35% of the entire world's reported annual shark catch. There are many ways normal people can help protect sharks even if you have no money. You can support shark conservation through education and advocacy. Spreading videos like these can help people learn about these amazing animals. If you remember, sharks are threatened by overfishing. You can help by reducing the amount of seafood you eat. Even a little bit helps. Sadly, these issues cannot be solved by individuals alone. Companies will continue to harm and pillage the environment unless they are stopped. Create pressure to make them stop. Call, write, or email your politicians and representatives and tell them to criminalize shark fishing. Pressure your politicians to create more marine protected areas. Even signing petitions can help. Healthy shark populations benefit the entire ocean, and healthy oceans benefit everyone. Times are bleak, but giving up will only allow the rich and powerful to continue to harm sharks, you, and the earth at large.